he was worshipping, he had a vision of the celestial gods, the Devas, worshipping the Paramashiva there. So he spoke of his vision to the Pandya king, who started brooding over this. So that night, Somasundareshwara, Paramashiva, appeared in the king's dream, the Pandya king's dream, as a Siddha. A Siddha is a self-realized mystic, and advised him to convert the forest of Kadambavanam into a city. So the king immediately gathered the best experts to construct a marvelous temple. So while the king performed the Shanti ceremony, so Shanti ceremony is a ritual which is performed to remove any kind of an obstacle before you launch a new venture. So Lord Sundareshwara allowed the nectar, the manna from the crescent moon on his head, to mingle with the sacred Ganga water in his crest and flow on. So because it was so sweet, the Maduram, that is what is called Maduram, the place required, it actually acquired the name Madurai. So before the king died, King Kulasekara Pandya, he Malayadwaja Pandyan as his successor. So if you see the various leelas of Somasundareshwara and Parashakti in Madurai, he literally tests the strength and will persistence of the devotees. So Paramashiva tests only the tyaga of the real devotee. So before you connect a house or a gadget with electricity, you check the capacity with the wire to see if the medium is capable of transmitting this huge electricity, or else it will get burnt. So before Paramashiva, he showers you with powers, he transmits the powers, he literally tests your capacity of tyaga, because only then, even if he gives the powers, you'll be able to receive it and sustain it. So the core principle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, tyaga, vairagya, and Shakti are demonstrated by the 63 9 marks of Shaivism. So Paramashiva himself, he came down, assumed the human body, and graced the lives of these 63 9 marks and liberated them with living enlightenment. So with that, we'll be moving on to a beautiful story of Nandanar. So who was this Nandanar? So Nandanar was a great saint. He belonged to Adanur in the Chola kingdom. So presently, Adanur is located in Tanjavur in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. So he was born in the Pulaya caste, who were regarded as untouchables. So they were the agricultural laborers and singers. And Paramashiva was his sole refuge. So he would often visit the holy places of pilgrimage, and he would supply leather drums and such other musical instruments for the temples which he is visiting. So whenever Nandanar went to temples, he would stand outside the temple, Paramashiva's temple, and sing the praises of Paramashiva and dance. Because he belongs to that caste, he was not allowed inside the temples. However, he harbored a very strong urge to pay his respects to Paramashiva at one of the temples, the Shiva Lokanatha temple in Tiruppankur. So he went to Tiruppankur and he stood in front of the temple. So he was very grieved because the Nandi, who is always right in front of Paramashiva and all the Shiva temples, was actually hiding him, and he was not able to have the darshan of Paramashiva. So Nandanar prayed to Paramashiva to get a glimpse of the deity, the Moolavar, in the temple, and Paramashiva was highly pleased with his devotion, and he literally asked the Nandi to move a little so that Nandanar can have a darshan. So even today at Tiruppankur, when you see the Nandi, actually slightly, Nandi had literally moved and leaning on one side, and Nandanar had a delightful darshan of Paramashiva. So Nandanar, actually, he cleaned up the surroundings of the temple and he dug the pond, and in honor of Paramashiva, he literally circumambulated the shrine and returned to Adanur. So he has visited many temples of Paramashiva and served the god. So once he longed to visit the Thillai Nataraja temple of Chidambaram, which enshrines the Paramashiva as Lord Nataraja, Lord of Dance. So he used to say every day that he will go next day to Chidambaram to visit and have the darshan of Paramashiva, but never actually dared to step in the holy town. So thus, he came to be known as the Thiru Nalai Povar means he will go tomorrow. So that is what is the exact translation in Tamil. So finally, Nandana reached the boundary of Chidambaram but feared to set foot in the town. So he saw the smoke of fire sacrifices and he heard the chants of Vedic scriptures. So thinking about how he can see Nataraja's dancing icon, the Nayanar, the saint, circumambulated the town numerous times and finally succumbed to fatigue and he slept off. But Paramashiva appeared in his dream and he told Nandanar to enter the temple through a holy fire. So the god also informed, Paramashiva also informed the Brahmin priests of the Chidambaram to prepare a fire. And next day, the Brahmins approached Nandanar as per the divine order they received. So Nandanar, he went around the fire and with his name on his lips and his mind fixed on the lotus feet of Paramashiva, he jumped into the fire and he emerged from the fire with a new holy body with sacred ashes smeared all over the holy thread and matted chetas. He literally transformed. He came out of the fire, the transformed body, and he was then taken inside the temple. In the Kanaka Sabha in Chidambaram, he worshipped Paramashiva and he went into a divine ecstasy and he was completely absorbed in the dance of Paramashiva. So a dazzling light was actually seen in the room and Nandanar had suddenly disappeared. So he had become one with Lord Nataraja. So it's a beautiful story where Nandanar, so when you listen to all these leelas, you can actually literally feel the deep compassion, the love of Paramashiva, how he actually plays the leela in the devotees' lives. And after he tests the devotees, finally he showers them with his deep compassion and love for the devotee. So with that, we will get back after a short break before we move to the next segment.
E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment science. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back, dear viewers. We just learned about who is Devi Parashakti. As we are preparing for today's Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, for those of us who are new to Akashic readings and Akashic records, a short introduction to what are Akashic records. Akashic records are records created in space. Whatever has happened in time is there as a file in the space dimension. Now, whatever, like nothing can be destroyed. Your thoughts, your emotions, your plans, your words, your actions, nothing gets destroyed in the cosmos. Everything gets recorded in the cosmic archives. So, Akashic records, otherwise also known as cosmic archives, are records of whatever that has happened, happening, and yet to happen in the cosmos. Now, you may wonder, yet to happen? So, is yet to happen already known? How are things which are not yet happened, which are in the future, are already recorded in the Akashic records? Now let us take a look. Akashic records are verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. Whatever has happened is continuously getting recorded in the Akashic records. All the information you collected from all of your births is there in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste time doing the same actions again and again. Now, what are Akashic readings? Now, Akashic reading is not a prediction. It is a reading from the cosmic archives. Now, there is no such thing in the cosmos. So, whatever has already happened is fine, but whatever is yet to happen, how can it be recorded? So, the answer to that is here. See, in the dimension of space, there is nothing called as past, present, and future. The cosmos has various dimensions. The dimension of length, all the logic related Logic comes under the dimension of length. Then we have breadth. All the visualization, creativity, all those aspects come under the breadth dimension. All the cognitions come under the depth dimension. Then comes the time dimension. In the time dimension comes the past, present, and future. Then comes the space dimension. The space dimension is beyond time. So, in the space dimension, there is present and future. Okay, it is only in the dimension of time we have something called as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. Now, only in the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. However, in Akashic records, there is no such thing as past, present, and future. That is why what we call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are already clearly recorded. In the words of the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate. Nobody has a right to interpret these Akashic readings. Now, for anybody to be in tune with the cosmos, Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great great truths settle in your inner space and make you live the great truths again and again. Only an avatar can decode Akashic readings. As an avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to the questions to the earning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. Now, the Shastra Pramana for the power of Akashic readings is from Sutra 84, Dharana 61. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram stabdhatma tatkshanat devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. Looking at the spotless infinite space, Akasha beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space Bhairava. The Apta Pramana, which is the reference of the powers of Akashic reading in the Hindu scriptures. In the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in a human form and the reason of all his sufferings. Sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and revealed that Vidura was not an ordinary man. He was in fact an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. He was to play the part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by Dukamuni. What are the benefits of the Akashic reading? Now, first, as we already said, whatever information is you collected from all of our previous births is there in your DNA. So we can access some of them to understand, not to waste time doing those same actions again and again. Now, accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for us to be liberated from the default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading to experiencing enlightenment. Paramashivoham. Now, you may be aware that some of the initiated Balasans of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also do the Akashic records, but they do it from the space of oneness with Swamiji. Swamiji, as Mahakala Bhairava, directly accesses the Akashic records, and the initiated disciples are in the space of oneness with Swamiji, are able to read the Akashic records. However, only Swamiji cannot just read the Akashic records. He can alter, he can update, he can edit, delete the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee. Now, what kind of questions you can ask in the Akashic records? You can ask any question about your personal life, professional life, spiritual life, anything about your career, education, job, relationships. You can ask anything. You can even ask questions related to global issues, about the COVID pandemic, about the Third World War, about the global warming, about the climate change. You can ask any question about yourself or anything that's related to these global issues. And you can ask these questions in various social media platforms, in the YouTube live chat, if you are a member of the YouTube channel. If you are not a member of the YouTube channel, then you can ask the questions in the Facebook as a comment under the live stream, or you can ask the questions during the live, when the Supreme Pontiff is live and doing the Akashic readings. At that moment, you can put the questions on Facebook or in YouTube or in Twitter or Instagram or via WhatsApp as well. So with this, we will now be moving on to the next segment of today's program after a short break.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Ekailashians.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service, helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings.
Welcome back. So we had a general introduction to Akashic readings. So what are Akashic records? They are the direct cosmic revelations, and they are not literal predictions as we all think. So now, what is the state of the world? So the Akashic readings, which are revealed by Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff himself directly in the form of Parashakti. So let us understand what Devi Parashakti had revealed to the world over these past days. So on the 14th of April 2021, Devi Parashakti has revealed that Corona is destroyed. But it will take 4 years for the political conspiracies done by humans to end. And I will protect my devotees, disciples, but it will take 4 years for the conspiracy of Corona to end. It will come to end only in 2025. It is a conspiracy, a human conspiracy. And Parashakti also actually answered a few questions of the devotees who had asked that you are asking about the suffering of Corona in India. Listen properly what is said. With honesty, I am telling you the real truth. The cosmic pralaya has stopped. The Corona second wave that is happening now is a bio weapon. So what is happening now is a bio war. And Parashakti continues to reveal on the 10th of May 2021 that as Nija Avatara, taking the form of Nithyananda Parashakti, I came in person to save the Bharat, to save Sanatana Hindu Dharma in Bharat. Taking the form of Nithyananda, when I came as Nija Avatara, the people who does not know how to live, having me with them, what will I do for them? And she continues to reveal on the 12th of May 2021 that world cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracy done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. So Shrishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. So Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos. This is what exactly Devi revealed, saying that the huge effect of the impending COVID-19 second wave pandemic, which is actually literally turning into an endemic now. Parashakti literally revealed that nothing is a solution other than the huge ship which was created, the Adi Kailasa, is the only ship which can actually protect the people from the adverse effects, and it can protect your life from the effects of COVID-19. And she also continues to reveal, saying, and save the people from Pralaya. So through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why The sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. So, people, even if children do mistakes in ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodashi, Manonmani, she says, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. So I am telling some of the truths. And she says, listen properly. Within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. So crores of lives will be lost in India. So that is exactly what is happening. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. So Parashakti literally said, the only way and the only profit for this whole year, and even today in the morning, the Akashic readings, she had said again that the only profit for this whole year is keeping yourself alive. Be alive. And she has revealed within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores and crores of lives will be lost, especially in India. So you can see the picture where it is actually the news which is actually being relayed as uncounted. And on Saturday, so this is one of the news articles which says officials reported nearly 3 lakh new infections, and the deaths continue to rise in New Delhi, the capital. The doctors said 20 patients in a critical care unit had died after oxygen pressure, blamed the deaths on the city's acute oxygen shortage. And you can also see the news article which again says on the May 19th of 2021 that India posts highest death toll in the pandemic so far. So it has reported the highest single daily death toll, around 4,529. This status is on the May 19, 2021, as the virus raged through countries' rural regions. So you can see literally lakhs of count how many bodies are being burnt and buried, and the number of deaths go undercounted. And you can see the disaster of the COVID-19 second wave that is actually taking away lives in India. So as we are seeing this news, you can see what Parashakti actually has revealed is literally coming true. And that is the fact that every one of us is watching with our eyes. So on the 23rd of May 2021, as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in his satsang, all the devotees and disciples, whoever listens to me, whom I don't need to convince, this is a personal message I am giving to you all. Devi has very clearly revealed to me that on the month of Puratasi in Tamil, it is August, September, there is going to be a worst third wave of corona. So he continues to reveal, saying, I saw in the vision dead bodies thickly floating on the Ganga, not just Ganga alone. There are 4 rivers coming from Kailasa, Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. And in all those rivers, I saw dead bodies of floating, dogs eating those dead bodies and dying because they ate corona people, and the poor people who don't have food eating those dogs, dead bodies, and they dying. So I saw this whole cycle. So this is the exact revelation to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as how the second wave is cruelly taking away lives. And he could literally see the river of Ganga and the branch rivers are also being flooded with bodies, dead bodies floating in them, and those bodies are eaten by dogs, and those dogs eventually die, and people who are literally, because of this pandemic, who literally suffer in poverty, they eating those dogs and they dying. So this is the exact revelation Devi and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed to us. So he continues to say, I am not a constipated conspiracy theorist or a positive thinking bakwas. I see reality as it is, and I am revealing it to you all as it is. So right after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed, you see these new articles. Behind bodies found on river banks, a COVID shadow. So the bodies are in scores, unclaimed, uncounted, and unidentified people. Actually, bodies still undercounted. So we also have this news article where India's holiest river Ganges is swollen with COVID victims. Hundreds of corpses have been found floating in the river or buried in the sand of its banks. So exactly what Supreme Pontiff vision when he revealed it. The same thing is happening, and literally all of us can see it with our eyes and in the news which has been published. Yes. Next is the revelation by the Supreme Pontiff on the 23rd of May 2021, where Supreme Pontiff said the next wave is attacking the kids more. And that is what is terrorizing and frightening. I can't reveal more details. So this is the most important thing which we need to actually think about. He cannot reveal more details because it is going to be worse than the second wave. And the news from the CNBC, it says India's richest state was at the center of the second wave. Now it's preparing for a third wave. The western state of Maharashtra has so far reported more than 5.4 million cases, including 82,000 deaths from the COVID-19. And some predict a third wave could hit India potentially between September and October. So exactly what the Supreme Pontiff and Parashakti has revealed. The news is capturing it. And even though it is being anticipated that the coronavirus cases would peak by mid-June, experts have been warning against lowering the guards as they said that a third COVID-19 wave looks inevitable by the October end. So not only that, but the experts have further said that the third wave could be deadlier than the first two waves. So if you could relate the revelations, the vision which the Supreme Pontiff had got, exactly the same things are happening, and the warning which was given is literally coming true right in front of our eyes. So Maharashtra preps for the third wave as COVID hits 8,000 children catching the coronavirus in the month of May in Maharashtra's Ahmednagar. The state has started taking extra steps to minimize the impact of a possible third wave of COVID-19 that may affect the children more. And in Maharashtra's Sangli city, a COVID-19 ward is being prepared especially for children. So currently 5 children are being treated here, and the facility is being prepared for more and more patients. So we have one more news article which also says the third wave of COVID-19 to impact children. Over 9,000 children test positive in Maharashtra. So with the fears of the second wave of COVID-19, which is still lingering and is still not gone away, the experts have suggested that the third wave will severely impact children. And if the virus changes its course of nature, the children will be largely impacted. So reports suggest that the virus has already impacted children across the country in the second wave. Yes. So this is the state of the world. So what exactly Parashakti has revealed, and the Supreme Pontiff's vision he had revealed to the whole world just a few days back. Exactly the news articles have captured that, and everything is coming right in front of our eyes as truth. So let us now prepare ourselves and get ready to protect ourselves and stay alive. So the only profit for all of us for this year is to stay alive, be alive. So with that note, we'll be moving on to the next segment after a short break.
Proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home, without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Welcome back, dear viewers. So in the next part of today's program, I will share with you about what are the different ways we can submit our questions to Devi Parashakti, Akashic readings. What are the various different social media platforms in which we can submit our questions to Devi Parashakti? So I hope all of you are waiting, eagerly waiting to have our name called out by Devi Parashakti. And I can see during live, so many of us are continuously posting questions and hoping that, okay, will Devi call out my name? Is this my chance today? Is my name going to be called by Devi Parashakti today? So what are the different ways we can post our questions, and in which are the different platforms in which we can ask the questions? One of the humble requests to all the viewers and all the devotees who are really eagerly waiting for Devi Parashakti Akashic readings, it is not the number of times you post the question that matters. So it is the space that we hold, the devotion and the feeling that we have towards Devi, the way we hold Devi in our life. And that is what matters, and that is what is important for us to have our questions answered. So we sincerely request all the devotees, please put your question, post your question only once during for that day or for that session. So let us say today's evening session. See, today morning we already had Devi Parashakti Akashic reading live, and today evening now we are having this program again. Today morning, if you had posted and if you did not get your questions answered, or if you got your questions answered, you can still come and post it in the evening session. But in the evening session, post your question only once. You do not need to post your question again and again and again and again. It is not your persistence of continuously posting questions that is getting tested by Devi. No. Post your questions once in one session. Right? So in the evening session, if you posted once, just post it once in this evening session and wait for Devi Parashakti to answer your question. You do not need to post the question multiple times. And it's a humble and a sincere request, because this will give an opportunity for all of us to post the question. Sometimes typically what happens, it becomes like the same person, continuously copy paste the question every other time. But if Devi is not answering the question, if 1,000 times you put also, she may not answer, because Devi is looking into what is the space that we are holding? Are we asking the question just casually, or really asking it out of the space of devotion, or are we asking it as a time pass? So many aspects are there, with which Devi will answer your question, and it is not the number of times you post the question. So please understand. So what are the different various ways in which we can ask the question to Devi Parashakti? So a quick walkthrough of the different social media fronts in which we can ask the question, platforms in which we can ask the question. The first is YouTube Live. So if you are a YouTube member, you can ask the question in the YouTube live chat. While the live feed is going on, you can post the question on the right side. And below the screen, the YouTube live screen, or if you click on any video of the channel, you will see a join button. Right, so that means that if you see a join button, which means you are not yet a member of the channel, so you may not be able to post the question. So please go ahead and click join, and you can choose various membership options. The minimum is just $3 a month. So you can become a member of the YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to post the question. The next channel that we have is that of the Facebook, the Supreme Pontiff's official Facebook handle, which is Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam. So click on following on the top, and you can post the questions below the live feed. Okay, so you can go ahead and post the question as a comment below the live feed. Then in Twitter, go to Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam. In the Twitter, follow at Sri Nithyananda on Twitter. Ask your questions in the replies section of the Twitter with the hashtag Ask the Avatar. So under the Twitter live feed, in the reply, as a reply, you can post your question with the hashtag Ask the Avatar. Then in Instagram, at Sri Nithyananda is the Instagram handle, official Instagram handle of Swamiji. And in the Instagram handle, you can ask your questions in the comments. So for every session, we'll be posting a main post. Under that particular post, you can put your question as comments under the Instagram post. Next, WhatsApp. If you come to kailasa.org, the main website, we have a WhatsApp enabled there are two options. On the left side, you will see a WhatsApp. On the right side, you will see live chat. You can put your questions either via WhatsApp or via live chat. Either ways, you can post your questions. So we have enabled the live chat option as well. So you can post it on WhatsApp or on live chat. So these are the different ways in which you can ask your question to Devi Parashakti. So now, in the next segment of the program today, we are going to be having devotees who have had their questions answered by Devi Parashakti, who are going to come live to share their experience. What was it to have our questions answered and chosen by Devi Parashakti herself, and being able to experience that fulfillment, that joy, that love of the Divine Cosmic Mother. So we have devotees who are joining us today to share their experience. So let us see what they have to share.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
We have Ma Saroj from UK, who is joining us to share her experience of Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. And while Ma Saroj is joining us, just wanted to know, let all our viewers know, if you're watching us live on YouTube or
Nithyananda
in the YouTube live chat. Yes. Nithyananda Ma Saroj.
Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you so much for joining live to share your experience of Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. Can you just come towards your right a little bit, right side a little bit, slightly right? Yes, so we can see you fully.
Is that better?
Yes, that's better. If you're having YouTube or NTV on, can you close this, because we are hearing some kind of an echo.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Oh no, it's not going away. I don't know how to. I can't get rid of it.
While Masaroj is going to be right back with us, we have many of our viewers who are watching us who are offering your support in the form of the super chat, offering your contributions to Kailasa. Thank you so much. We have Narendra Balakrishna, who has offering a support by becoming a member of the channel. We have Jay Krishna Sundaramurthy offering also to become offering his kind contributions. Thank you so much for every one of you who are offering your support to Kailasa and joining us, consistently supporting the effort, so we can continue to reach out the signs and these ancient our lifestyle, like Devi Parashakti Akashic readings and the Bhava Samadhi darshans that the Supreme Pontiff is blessing us with. Thank you so much for acknowledging and supporting us, and thank you so much for offering your support to Kailasa by making your contributions. Thank you so much. We thank each and every one of you who have consistently supported us and continuing to support us every day, so we can reach out this to more and more people, especially at this difficult times. Okay, so we have now Ma Saroj, who's joining us. Nithyananda Ma. Yes, can you just unmute yourself, please?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you perfectly now. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ma Saroj, for joining us live from UK to share your experience. So if you can kindly introduce yourself, what you do, where are you from, and then share your experience of Devi Parashakti Akashic readings.
Okay. My name is Saroj Oplesh. I'm actually living in UK, but I was born in India. And that's where I graduated as a doctor many moons ago, actually half a century ago.
Wow.
And I came here and I worked in pediatrics and then public health, and I became a director of public health and medical director for a health authority. And I have 2 lovely children and 5 grandchildren, and my husband passed away 4 years ago, He was a consultant ophthalmologist, and my children are doctors as well. And my husband was liberated by Swamiji.
Wow.
And I'll never forget that experience as long as I live.
Wow, so beautiful. Ma, so a family of doctors from UK. And thank you so much for joining us live, Ma. And what is it that you would like to share about your experience with Devi Parashakti?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I really, really wanted Devi Parashakti to just bless me and um, give my name. And initially, I could see that I was sending prayers, but it wasn't really happening. So I ended up facing up to my incompletions and saying, oh, I'm not good enough, others are better followers, maybe that's why they get this. But I had to then really work on it, and I realized he is nothing but compassion, an ocean of compassion. He loves everyone and even his enemies. So I had to remember that. And in that space of feeling connection, really intense love and devotion, I said, you have showered me every single time, from the tiniest things to most life-threatening things in my life. Why am I feeling like this? I should just live in gratitude, and that's all I want. And the moment I felt that, I heard Conchata said, oh, Ma, so Devi just bless you. I just missed her. I'd just gone out for a minute. And I felt so, no. And within a, she repeated while I'm sitting there, and she repeated for my consumption, for me. So I'm grateful beyond words. I've had in my life many, many very serious life-threatening events. With my grandson, he was literally dying, and Mahatma there, who's UK's head, she literally said she invoked Swamiji, and Swamiji picked up Zaki, and she said he was going to be okay. The operation, which takes half an hour, took 4.5 hours. And he is hale and hearty, thanks to Swamiji for giving his life back. I'm just saying that because I'm grateful beyond words. And my son-in-law had COVID last year, and they rang and said, the hospital said 50-50, we can't say. And of course I was trying help, and I tried Mahatma there, I tried Yuma, and even Umeshji in Houston, where my sister lives, who introduced me to Swamiji. And his life is back only because of Swamiji. It's beyond words. And of course, in my own case, I had cancer, diagnosed last year. It was all over the place. But funny enough, I was not worried. I was told, you said to me, Swamiji will take care, I'll pass your message. And that just did it for me. But I had a very bad reaction to chemo. And I ended up in ICU. And while I was in ambulance, my whole body was jittery while I was in my senses. And they obviously saved my life, but I know who saved my life. They couldn't believe it. They said, how could you give the whole history while your state was like that? It's not medically, logically possible, but I was senses, though I was literally on the doorstep of death at that time. I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm deeply grateful, not just for this life, because he's given it to me. I'm so grateful I found him in this lifetime. Not just Guru, but a real incarnation. It's beyond words. I cannot explain. I'm also really incredibly impressed the way the humanitarian work where all ashrams, all adinams are open to people and being done in such a scientific way. You go in, because my background is infection control, communicable disease control, and I see this, having people getting tested first, then quarantined, then coming in all clean, but all this done entirely free of cost. And anybody and everybody. It's not distinguishing between who is who. It's beyond my imagination, my basic logic. This is unbelievable at this time to offer that open door service to everyone. Only he can do it.
Absolutely, Ma. And
all I want is oneness with him. My life is complete.
we could feel that in what you're saying, Ma Saroj. Just your space of gratitude and fulfillment is just literally radiating through every cell of your body. We could feel the gratitude when you're talking. We could feel it.
It's causeless happiness, which is what is amazing. Just things are showered on you and you enjoy it. But I'm not saying there are no problems. Please don't take me wrong. They're just non-stop. I'm in the middle of going through a lot of family, other ups and downs, crises. But life is still beautiful. It's just I don't feel alone. We're being held. And it's not kind of magic. It's more mystic. It's more outwardly and still living in this world. Enjoying people. I've learned the oneness with people. I've learned how when you connect, the boundaries go. It's so beautiful. And this is so artificial stuff goes. I see myself as a very fortunate person. Indeed.
Oh, beautiful, Ma. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ma Saroj. And I know one last thing that I wanted to ask you was, you are on your path to, journey to becoming a serving Abhita Yajama. And what made you take that decision to wanting to contribute to Kailas?
I've been wanting for a long time, to be honest, but I just thought, God, how is that going to happen? Where is it coming from? The usual trying to do some calculations and feeling nervous about the whole thing. And then I realized he doesn't need my money. It's my intention, my intense feeling connection. Everything else follows. Things will happen. I'm most minuscule in this whole universe, but I'm with him and I feel same. I don't know how to explain this, but it just liberates you. Just liberates you, that decision. And I just leave it. Why do I have to solve every problem myself? Let him do it. He's so much better than me.
Absolutely, totally agree with you. I totally agree. Why do we have to solve it when we have a guru in our life? We just need to have the intention, and Swamiji manifests that reality. So
I'm finding it from little things to everything. And that's what I was saying to myself. Why do you want this extra show of connection that you are being called upon when you are manifesting every single day, every single moment? And that is so true. But I still wanted to hear my name from her. It was good. It's good. Just
and may we bless that as well. So
Yeah.
So beautiful, Ma. So beautiful. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience, Ma Saroj. Thank you
So
so much.
I'm in my son's house. As you can see, my big Atma Murti is in my own temple. And I've got my little Atma Murti, which I use here. And it's a beautiful temple. And I do that. And you can't see all the flowers and things which I bring every morning, but it's just lovely. And
We can see a nice little altar behind you, so beautifully
yes,
decorated as well.
it's beautiful. Yes. It's all mine. I do everything here. So it's good. My favorite room. Okay.
Beautiful, Ma. Thank you so much. And we had a nice darshan of your altar as well, your puja altar. And thank you so much for joining us today, Ma Saroj.
Bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Before we move on to the next devotee who is here to share our experience, let's take a short.
Sorry, Ma, shall I leave or can I just?
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
My audio.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Kailasam Premaya, what a beautiful name. Thank you so much for joining today.
Yes, thank you, Ma, for inviting me too.
Thank you, Ma. So, what is it that you would like to share about your experience with the Parashakti?
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. I had of the 13th of May. I asked for the boon of health, wealth, relationship, um, eternally 16, Jiva Mukti, and guidance to the next of spiritual growth. And then I was actually like a tantrum throwing child. Every day I wait for my name to be called. I say, "Oh, Amma, why you didn't call my name?" Every day I look forward. Then finally I realized, well, the things that I was asking for was what was I integrated? Was I authentic? Was my being ready for it? If I'm given those boons, can I manifest it? So I look back, I said, I think, no, I will re-ask and rewrite the whole thing all over again. So when my space shifted, I don't throw tantrums anymore. Then the next day, my name was called. Then I put my Facebook name. Swamiji said, Tatastu Lee Kim Ha. Then I was so happy. I was so elated. So, oh, finally, the mother acknowledged that tantrum child and is taking care of that tantrum child. So I said, okay, now this tantrum child shall not throw tantrums anymore. So I was really happy. Then I know is that we have to be very integrated and authentic to what we do. Then we can manifest. And that is the beauty of the boons. Don't waste Amma's precious time. And I was actually having very bad gastric. And every session I will write, Amma, please heal my gastric, please heal my gastric. So, but every time I put up the message, every time I feel I'm feeling better. And one day, on the 2nd of June, the evening session, Swamiji gave a reading to one disciple. He said, eat 7 leaves of raw neem a day, it will heal your parasite. So the next morning, I went out, plucked one sprig, has got 7 leaves. I ate it. And then within 15 minutes, I feel that the gas was clearing from the stomach. The pain was going away. And I felt so much better. So that means I'm full of parasites and all the pains, all the fogginess, all the confusion, all the tiredness went off. And so today is the 6th day. I'm so happy that Swamiji gave a solution to us. And many of us face the same situation, but we do not know how to pick it up. So I feel that even if that reading is not for you, but you pick it up, you benefit from it. So I'm actually very grateful that I'm alert and I pick it up. And I want to share neem. I've taken neem bark decoction, neem leaves decoction, neem powder, and raw neem leaves. The most effective is raw neem leaf. It really heals me. So I'm very happy that Swamiji has freed me from my physical pain so I can go move ahead consciously. And I'm really very thankful I'm given a chance to share. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for giving me the chance. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Beautifully shared, Ma. Beautifully shared. And as you said, even if Devi Parashakti gives a solution for somebody else, when we are in the space of listening, you will just know that that solution is for you and you can implement it. So beautiful.
So that's why every day I listen carefully. If anything that is meant for me, I will do. The next one, I get bilva leaf because now we cannot go to the temples to pluck bilva leaves. So I thank you very much for letting me share. I hope to really benefit from the reading and hope everyone will benefit from the reading. Thank you very much, Ma.
So beautifully shared, Ma. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. So, like here, what Ma Kailasa Premaya shared and Ma Saroj shared, we had hundreds of thousands of disciples of Supreme Founder who have had amazing breakthroughs by sitting through the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. I am sure you are one of them as well. And if you are, and if you would like to share your experience with us on Nithyananda TV, you can send us an email to contact@kailasa.org to be invited to Nithyananda TV to share your experience. So now let's get ready for the next segment of this program after a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything.
Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So welcome back. So we'll be moving on to the next segment. How can we offer our deep gratitude and devotion to Parashakti? So before we get ready to receive her darshan. So before that, let us actually understand what is the significance of offering. So offering is a divine gift of pure love, devotion and oneness, and it consists of two parts. Number one is giving and number two is accepting. So only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. So offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands, The offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. So let us actually understand what is the significance of an offering. So we will start with the Dhyana Sloka. So along with us, we have Nithyananda Swami joining with us.
Yes. The Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti. Indunivedakaravakninayayuktam Indunivedakaravakninayanam syat Pankajavarabayajapakshasarayuktam Angahimabhushana vichitravasanam syat Tungamakutojjvala swarupam.
Yes. So this reference is from the Mula Agama of Manonmani Dhyanam, which says, it describes the Parashakti Devi as moon-like face, holding the Vedas, the books on hand, fire in eyes with lotus flower, grazing and blessing hands, and one hand with Japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining wing crown. Her name is Manonmani.
The next Dhyana Shloka. Dhyaye devim trinetram sashini bhavadanam vedahastam dadanam savye patmam varadamapare chabhayam sakshamalam divyairabaranai vibhushitadanam brahmadibhih pujitam devimeva manonmanim pratidinam kamartadatrim shubham.
So the meaning says, I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon and hold the Veda, lotus, and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all the actions every day.
Now, various different offerings that we do to Devi Parashakti are in the form of gold. Now, what is so important? Why are we offering things out of gold? That is what we are going to see now. The significance of the divine element gold. A great reference from Atharva Veda, which says, triple bond by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they call the seed of the virtuous and the powerful Apaha, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance, the great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse the sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears it and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity.
Yes. So let us understand the significance of divine element gold. So gold is actually present in all the scriptures, the Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from the life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold, and horses and cows were dressed in gold.
The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of the rivers of gold. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda. The gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years. It lasts forever.
So with that, we'll be moving on to the first offering, the offering of E-Hundi. So the Shastra Pramana, it says, Bhakti Priya, Bhakti Gamya, Bhakti Vashya, Vayapaha, Shambhavi Sharadharadhya, Sharvani Sharmadai. Devi is fond of all the fears. So if there is any fear in the minds of devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear, and it is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. So here it is meant that autumn of our lives, when thoughts turn more and more inwards, the role of divine is known and understood clearly. So the need for Devi worship becomes stronger. So you can offer your gratitude and devotion to Parashakti by offering your kanikai, and your name shall be chanted out during the puja to Devi.
The next offering that we have for Devi Parashakti is that of the Sankalpa chanting. Now, what is Sankalpa chanting? Sankalpa chanting is you take a conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti and you pray to her, saying, Oh Devi, I am sincerely requesting your blessings to manifest this reality. I am taking this Sankalpa today. So you see, you just offer, can be just $1 per person, and your name will be chanted when the puja is being offered to Devi Parashakti. Basically, you are letting Devi Parashakti know that you are consciously requesting her blessings in our life. Taitan mohyate vishwam shaiva vishwam prasuyate chaya chitta chavdanam tushta arudhyam prayachati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being prayed without interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. Offering the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses the person offering with all the fruition of the desires and wishes that he is earning for.
The next offering is the offering of Sahasranama Swarnakasu. So Nama Parayana Prita. So she who likes Ita Sahasranama, verse 731, is the offering of 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. So it's a very special and unique archana which is offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. So you can offer this Sahasranama Swarnakasu, the golden coin, which is inscribed with each of the 1008 names of Parashakti. And you can receive Devi's blessings to have all the Ananta Kalyana Gunas, all the divine qualities of Parashakti. So it is available at $75, $151, and $251.
The next offering that we have is that of the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a pearl. Beautifully in the Meenakshi Pancharatnam it says, Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vakta prabham sinjanno purakinkini manidaram patna prabhavasuram sarva vishta balapradam girisudam vani rama sevitam Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaram nidhim. I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown is a garland of pearls, and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones, and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddesses Veena, Pani, and Rama. I remain ever going to Goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. So offer the finger ring with a pearl. What is the context of offering this finger ring with a bulb? Offer the finger ring to be blessed and showered by her compassion and pure love in all your business endeavors, to experience the pure compassion and love of Devi Parashakti and receive her blessings for a breakthrough in your business. You can offer the Mukta Anguti, the finger ring with a bulb. And the offering of a Mukta Anguti comes in 3 different sizes. The smallest size is $251, the medium size is $501, and the largest size is $750. And the link for you to go ahead and make the offering is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
Next offering is the offering of Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus. So the Kamikagama verse, it says, all the kalasas should be wound around with a suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. So they should be adorned with lotus flower made of gold. So the Swarna Padma Pushpam, actually there are hundreds of scriptural references of using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva, and almost everything in the worship of ultimate. It involves the consecration of deities of worship, or meditating on, or the mudras and asanas used during worship. It actually involves the lotus flower, lotus leaf, lotus pericarp, and lotus petal. So lotus is actually a divine flower. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as a lotus. Base of Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered a lotus. So you can offer the Swarna Padma Pushpam, the golden lotus, in any size you wish to, and you can have the blessings to reach the state, space, and powers and being of Parashakti in your inner space amidst any or every adverse situation in your life. So you can offer this at $600.
The next offering we have is that of Swarna Meti, the golden touring. Beautifully in the Lalita Sahasranama it says, Nakadi Diti Sanchunna Namachana Tamoguna Patmadvaya Prabhajala Parakta Saroruha. You whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of the devotees who prostrate at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower. So beautifully, the golden touring, the Swarna Meti. Now offer the golden touring, the Swarna Meti. Just go back one slide now. To offer your gratitude to Devi Parashakti. And the offering of the Swarna Meti is $750 to be offer this golden toe ring to Devi, adorning her sacred feet, to be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessings in even the most difficult aspects and situations of your life. Offer the golden toe ring, it's only $750.
Next offering is offering of Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry. So Sudha Sarabi Varshini. So this verse says, she who makes nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara. That is, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. So the Mangtika, it represents the nectar flowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened. So offer this Swarna Mangtika, the golden hairline jewelry, to Parashakti and receive her blessings of achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. So you can offer it at only $750.
The next offering is that of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, $1,008. Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja is offered when your whole being is just soaking in gratitude. When you just look at Swamiji, all you see in you is just gratitude, 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 gratitude for an avatar happening in your life, for you being blessed with a Guru who is none other than Paramashiva himself. Gratitude, just so that how many sufferings and pains Swamiji has removed from our life. Gratitude for always being available for us. Gratitude for manifesting as Devi Parashakti, the Divine Cosmic Mother, so that we can experience the pure love of the Divine Mother. Offer our gratitude to our Guru for just being there, not giving up on us, protecting us, especially at the time of the pandemic, when the whole world is going through so much of insecurity and mental stress. Here we are enjoying the darshan of Devi Parashakti and enjoying so many other Bhava Samadhi darshans. So offer your gratitude to Devi Parashakti by offering the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. So offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja blesses the Yajaman with all the auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes. So along with the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, you can also offer the Vastra Seva to Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So offering this Vastra Seva also blesses you with all the auspiciousness and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So you can offer it at $1,008.
So here you can see the various different offerings that we have for Devi Parashakti. So the E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Kasu, the Mukta Anguti, the golden finger touring. Then we have the Padma Pushpa, the golden lotus. Then we have the Swarnamiti, the golden touring. We have the Swarna Mantika, the golden hairline jewelry. And then the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Vastra Seva.
Yes. So now you can actually offer these various sevas by registering in the link which is actually projected on the screen, tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And after you actually do the online payment, you can actually submit your details for puja, for chanting. So the link is tiny.cc/Sankalpa2021. So we'll be projecting the link and guiding you